The next module is all about linear algebra. Linear algebra is the branch of mathematics that deals with the vector spaces. Although I can't hope to teach you all the concepts related to linear algebra in this course, but I will focus on two major points, that is vectors and matrices. Vectors, we can say abstractly, are the objects that are added together to form new vectors and that can be multiplied by scalars also to form new vectors. So in precise, vectors are points in some finite dimensional space, I can say. Although you might not think that data as vectors, they are a good way to represent the numeric data. Say for example, if you have the heights, weights and ages of a large number of people, you can treat your data as the three-dimensional vector space and say I can treat that three-dimensional data as height, weight and age. And if you are teaching a class with 4 exams, you can treat students' grade as 4-dimensional vectors, say exam 1, exam 2 and exam 3 and even say exam 4. So considering on the basis of the exams, that's also possible. Considering for the new file, our file name is vectors.py. Here we'll start with the vector declaration, and of this I'm going to focus on two major concepts. Basically, we can say the addition and dot product. So for addition, I can start with the comment over here as addition of vectors. And this part will be possible with the parameter height underscore weight underscore age equals 70, 170 and 40. After that, the next thing which comes into picture is about the grades. So grades equals 95, 80 and the value is 75 and 62. After this, we need to specify the vector addition as definition vector underscore add as v comma w with the value as return v of I plus w of I for v of I comma w of I in zip, and we will zip this in the format of v comma w. After this, we will print this value. So this section we'll check. So this is now two vectors are added. Say this is like a three-dimensional vector. Not I can say three-dimensional because it's for the x, y, z axis. That's why I'm referring the word three-dimensional. But when it comes to the array perspective, it is purely based on the value of an array. In that scenario, I can say here the three values of array are present. After that comes the next thing is the grades of an array, and later we add up these values to specifying that 70 plus 95, 170 plus 80 and 40 plus 75 will be added up together. So let's print this vector addition. So here I'll say vector add passing with two array parameters, that is height, weight, age. Height, weight and age, and later comes as the grades. So these v and w parameter has been passed over here. So now what we'll do, we'll go to our command prompt. So this is my command prompt. I'll just clear this path and here I'll just run the code as Python vectors.py. So here you can see 70 plus 95 is 165, which is depicted over here. 170 plus 80, which is 250. 40 plus 75 is 115, which is also depicted over here. So this is the way various type of scattered plots addition takes place. After that comes is the dot product. So for the dot product, I'll specify the comment over here as dot product. The dot product will do all the necessary product related functionalities. So that is DEF definition with dot v comma w, and later I'll say return. So dot product, like the way it does for the summation, the similar way it will do with the product thing, that is 70 into 95, 170 into 80 and so on. So basically dot product is like the scalar product, but it does the summation based on the index values which is present over here. So let's start with the value. Return v of I into w of I for v of I comma w of I in zip v comma w, and later we'll specify the print value as print dot height weightage and grades. So this gives you the better picture like how the vectors are being calculated. So let's start again with the Python script and run the code. So here you can see 70 into 95 6650, which is printed over here. 170 into 180, that is 1360. Now for a change, what you'll do here, we will increase one more value, that is 0. Now again I'll run this code, so you can see for 0 we are getting 0 plus 62 as 0, and 0 into 62 is 0. So now we are getting 4 values for the addition as well as the dot product. So in this way, vectors can be computed with the help of Python, which is also an important part of data science. Now the next chapter is a complete focus about matrices. So matrices are nothing but the two-dimensional vectors which we have seen over here. We had only one-dimensional value with the one row, and for specifying for the matrices, it will have the value which is more than one row. So in the next chapter, let's get started with the matrices section.